Okay. Welcome everyone. Welcome back to Vault Companions, The Wolf Among Us, Sheep in Wolf's Clothing. I am Patrick. I will be your game master today. We'll be playing a mod of Kids on Bikes. And my pronouns are he, him. And I will throw it over to Humna.
Hello everyone, my name is Humna, I use any and all pronouns, and today I will be playing Saiba, who uses she, they pronouns, who we discovered last week is the ex-partner of Bigby Wolf, to apparently everyone's surprise, and I will pass that over to Tenny.
Hello, I'm Tenny. I go for she, her pronouns, and I'm going to be playing Snow, who's also going by she, her pronouns. Last week was a time, and I'm ready to see what kind of drama Snow gets into with all of these fun people. Ryan?
Hi, I am Ren. I use she, her pronouns, and I will be playing Nerissa, the Little Mermaid, until you figure out who she actually is. I'm gonna throw it to Gwen.
Whoa, me. I'm Gwen. I use she, her pronouns. I will be playing Linda Worm, or Lynn. Yes, she's still hungry.
I feel
Alright.
her in a deep level.
As you can
I'm
see,
always hungry.
as you can see, we have an incredible cast assembled before you. And if you would like to tip them, we have a tip jar available. It's $3 will buy Fate, which is advantage. $5 will buy Magic, which is an adversity token, and $10 will buy Glamour, which is a +4 on any roll. Go to ko-fi.com/vaultcompanions or click the link using !tip in chat. Now, content warnings. Wolf Among Us is set in a fantasy world similar to our own. Please enjoy responsibly. Content warnings for this episode may include guns, fantasy violence, harm to loved ones, substance use, body horror, monsters and monstrosities, descriptions of severe illness, human trafficking, sexual acts/sex work, characters in crisis after traumatic experiences, both recent and in the past, and medical trauma. We encourage you to step away if at any point this content becomes not enjoyable for you. We are keeping each other safe at the table and want you to enjoy safely too. Use !CW in chat to review our content warnings at any time. Now, last we left off, we were at the apartment building of Shem, the boy who cried wolf, or who did cry wolf, but no longer, as he has been murdered. He very viciously attacked, or so it seems, and the sheriff of Fabletown, Mr. Bigby Wolf, immediately turned himself in to be put in a cell because he is prime suspect number 1. And all of our fables here were recruited to unravel what is happening in this very nefarious, possibly conspiratorial event. All right. We will open up. It was Nerissa and Snow had just left your illustrious sister, Rose Red, a very vibrant personality, and you walk downstairs to the others at the apartment who just uncovered something themselves, finding a hole in the wall with a quickly scrawled note that said she's using the mundys. So, you all convene at the apartment. Sahiba and Lynn, you coming out the door, and Snow and Narissa coming down the stairs at this pretty much the same time.
Saiba is holding the note that we found in the bathroom wall, and she quickly, when she sees the two of you coming down, rushes over to you and in hushed tones says, "We found something very strange."
What is it?
Not here, but come on. And I think they will gesture for everyone to, exit this building. And as we do so, they will slip Snow the note into your hands so that you can open it and read it.
Okay. And it says, she was, what was it say? What did it say word for word?
She's using the mundys, a colloquialism that fables have for the mundane people that are moving around in New York City, that you have to stay obfuscated from. You have to maintain your kind of secret identity around them.
Okay. She would look at the note and just kind of look very concerned, and then hand it to the other two to see, or I guess it's just Snow and Narissa that haven't seen it, so hand it to Narissa.
Yeah. Who's she?
Now that's a good question.
Was there anything else around this note? Where did you find it?
Bathroom.
In the wall. Like, it was
Nope.
behind a tile, kept there secretly, but I don't understand why somebody would go to such lengths to hide this. I mean, anybody reading it doesn't know what the fuck it means, right?
What do we know what it means?
You can do a snoop check about it. I'll say the difficulty is... I'll say it's pretty high because you're kind of having to intuit what the boy who cried wolf meant by this. So it's going to be DC 8 snoop check.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me just make sure I know what die I'm rolling. Okay. You said DC 8?
DC 8.
Okay. Okay. We're in business here because my die just exploded. So as long as I roll 2 or above,
Okay.
we're good. Okay. And exploded again. Okay, that's a 14 total.
A 14 total. Okay. You pick up some things pretty quickly. If this note is from Boy Blue and he's referring to a person, an individual, her, she, he's referring to someone that is a fable and that they are using mundys kind of like to camouflage or to work outside of the legal limits, because Snow has incredible authority, has almost unmitigated power to do as she sees fit in manners of governance. But that's just for fables. Once you go immediately outside to the people of the mundane world, a lot of your hands get tied. Like, there is so much that you have to do in order to interact with that world in a safe way, a way that guarantees you don't break the glamour that is around this entire block. and that someone is using them means that they do not fear what the mundane people could do to them, but they do fear what the fables could do to them. And so they're shielding themselves in that respect.
Okay. I'll share all of that with everyone.
This kid was kind of a conspiracy theorist, right?
He could say that. Apparently, according to Blue, but he seemed really erratic that night. So, who knows how long this note was there? You said it was behind a pile.
Yeah,
Was
which makes me think. Darn it out there. This was probably meant to be found after he was killed. It wasn't for him. I mean, who else would it be for? He probably just made it just in case.
Got a point.
So, are you suggesting that Shep, that he is telling us that his killer is this person, this woman who is hiding behind the mundane?
Maybe it's just someone else involved. It sounds like he just got into some shit and he knew that he might be in for it.
Okay. I mean, that's a lot of leads that we have potentially. Right? I mean, there's this mysterious woman, and then there is the what did you call it again, Narissa? What was his name? The dealer.
The unnameable Rumpelstiltskin.
That. There's also him to potentially follow up on. And I mean, hold on. You two went up to talk to somebody, and did you learn anything there?
Family drama.
That's an understatement. Yep.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Rumpelstiltskin is like a spider in the middle of a wide web. If anyone is going to be able to offer some information, I think he would be the one.
Okay, so you're saying we follow that lead first?
Sooner or later, if we don't follow up the lead with him, if we're getting into this, he is going to find us first if we don't find him first. But I wouldn't say he's the easiest person to track down.
I think she's right.
No number on the calling card?
Well, that helps.
Rumpelstiltskin's in the business of deals, obviously. What if we were to bring him a deal he couldn't reject, couldn't deny?
I have a few things in mind.
Yeah, like what?
Well, starting over.
That's a big one.
What do you mean by that?
Well, Snow, I think you would know.
Even under false pretense, I don't know if we could offer him something like that. We have to do this right by the book. I can't believe I'm saying this. We probably should think like Bigby right now.
Yeah.
Really?
That might not be a bad idea. Maybe we bring that offer to him. Just not sure how to get it to him without the rumors spreading throughout all the fables. And we don't want that. I think that's the issue here.
Well, in order to prevent rumors from spreading, the best thing you can do is controlling the narrative. You spread a rumor, that's worse than the rumor that we are trying to prevent. So everybody is going to talk about something else.
What could be worse than that?
Well, I think perhaps we could spread a rumor that I, the proprietor of I keep forgetting the store, like how I named my place. What did
Hold
I
on.
name my place?
It was the Pudding and Pie, but you renamed it.
Yeah.
I mean, you could rename it again right now.
Dimple and Grin. I think that was what I last remember. We could spread the rumor that I, the proprietor of Dimple and Grin, at the moment, is actually someone else pretending to be Nerissa.
Why would you do that?
Well, it's interesting, isn't it?
I mean, it would get people talking, and I guess that's the point. So,
Yeah.
How do
And
we
plus, it would generate some marketing and traffic to my store. So I'm not going to complain about that.
Any press is good press, I guess.
Exactly. We can promote, perhaps. Well, I'm trying to promote this show I'm putting on about donkey skin in honor of my fallen friend. So I figure I spread the rumor that the proprietor of Dimple and Grin is actually Donkey Skin herself, pretending to be Nerissa this whole time.
So how do we bury a lead in that Rumpelstiltskin would be interested in enough to contact you?
Well, he's all about intrigue. He wants to be the person who knows things and knows all of the secrets. So I think he'll be interested.
could we lure him to the show? Maybe that could be the end. I mean, when is opening night?
I can make the opening night anytime.
Okay, then what about this weekend? If we get Rumpelstiltskin to show up to the opening of Donkey Skin, that gives us a perfect opportunity to talk to him. I mean, he's not going to pass up a chance to go backstage and congratulate you and the rest of the cast, right?
Exactly.
Especially if there's something in it for him.
He will be getting a exclusive backstage pass and getting some background information and possibly the secrets behind all of that.
That could work. I guess I'll be inside security this time. I don't normally watch the shows, but I will this time.
Oh, you should watch Donkey Skin. I've seen it actually at the Dimple and Grin a few times, and it's my favorite show that y'all put on.
Thank you.
I know the shows are good. I just don't want to make the girls uncomfortable.
Okay, well, then I guess Nerissa, this is your job, your shtick. Do you need us to do anything in the meantime? Other than, show up.
Well, just hype us up a bit, perhaps.
You got it.
I'm gonna ask for. I think if you're trying to spread around a salacious rumor that will have power and pull, I think I'll have Nerissa roll slick.
Okay.
DC will be 10.
See, is this against Fable?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I think
Then that's an 18.
Saiba, I think I'll have you roll. Let's do a savvy check. And you know what? No, I think I'm gonna have you roll the same savvy check for DC 6, but every factor of 3 above gets you something more.
Okay, heard.
Oh, is it Saiba?
Yeah,
It's both of us.
Saiba
Oh,
and
great.
Snow. Yeah.
This is crazy. You said DC 6?
Yes.
I am going to spend a magic token to re-roll this because, believe it or not, I did roll a 1.
Oh my god.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it again.
Oh my
and we're gonna do
God.
it right this
I'll
time.
always believe it.
Okay. I'm gonna also need that sneak check.
Yeah. Man. Okay, I got a 2, so I'm just gonna take the L on this. But I will roll my sneak check, which
DC is gonna be 5.
is the DC still increased by 1 from last
is.
sessions? Okay,
It is.
gotcha. So that's 5 with the increase.
Yes.
Would you look at that? I rolled a 5 exactly. On a D20, might I add.
No.
You are in kind of like the quiet hallway. You realize that your voice is carrying a little bit. Oh wait. Flynn was nice enough to buy a reroll if you would like to give it one more shot.
It's cool. I'm gonna save that reroll for another moment.
Okay.
But thank you.
No. What did you end up getting?
So I got a 12, and it's it's a D12. Does that mean it explodes? Is that how that works? Or
Yes, it does.
No. Okay, cool. So what do I do then?
You roll the dice again, and
Okay.
you add that number to it.
Okay. 1. So 13, and the DC was 6.
Hey Snow, you have a big old office. That office has all kinds of magical things in it. One of those magical things is a mirror that you can watch anyone you want, anywhere in the world.
Forgot about that. Yeah, so maybe we should. We could also check to see where he is in the mirror.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, I guess if we want to, like, jump him or something.
Jump? I don't know if we can jump him.
I could.
That's my star for the session.
Oh, okay.
It takes a lot to go up against Lynn.
Just we could jump him. Jump him? I could. That was gold. That's comedy.
So, did you want to leave back for the Fabletown offices?
Do we want to?
More information couldn't hurt.
Yeah, Boy Blue swings by you and he's like, I'm bringing the body to get examined. Is there anything else that you need me to run before or after? We're closing down the apartment for as long as we can, but I mean, it's only so long we can keep the cops out.
Just make sure it's as concealed as it can be for now. You're doing great, Blue.
It's like I'm gonna have to cancel my date tonight.
Maybe schedule a massage for the next few days. Yeah.
He's going to run off. He has like an old van that a very body-shaped bag is loaded into the back of and driven away as he takes the body to the kind of resident Fabletown expert in all things medical, Dr. Swinehart. So that'll take a while, and then he'll get back to you. Then you all hop back in the car and travel back to the Fabletown offices, where you are immediately, once you walk into the get in the elevator, travel all the way up, and once you step out, the usual crowd that would be at your door has probably quadrupled in size, and there is a franticness to the assembled Fables there. All of them are shouting at you different things, all kind of the same refrain, like, he did it, he's back, is he the big bad wolf again? How did we trust him in the first place? Why would we do this? Why would we let him have all this control? There's so many voices shouting at you. The din is deafening as you step out of the elevator. All of them angry and demanding answers.
Can I be loud?
Yeah. Yes, you absolutely can.
Can I make a very very loud, disturbing, guttural hissing sound?
Absolutely.
Yes, please.
Give me a no, you're being menacing, so you get to use sharp.
I get to be sharp.
Yeah, give me a sharp check. I'll say these people are upset. Give me a DC 8 sharp check, and you quiet everyone up real quick.
Okay, yeah, that's a 12.
What do you do in the space over the din of these people clamoring for answers?
Lynn just hold on. And just kind of steps out into the middle of these people, kind of moves some people out the way. And a sound that is too big for her body comes out of her mouth. This long, ringing, echoing hiss, like there is a giant serpent coiled around the entire room. And that hiss turns into hushed voices, into whispers, into silence.
A corridor that was absolutely choked with all of the assembled fables shouting and demanding answers becomes absolutely silent. Not a breath to be heard as they give you all of the space that you could ever want, immediately pressing themselves up against the wall to allow for your passage to the office.
Pull up. Turns to Snow. Say your piece.
Thank you for that. I know this is a confusing and scary time. I can assure you that we're working as fast as we can to get to the bottom of this. Now we have him confined. But we are looking into this situation as much as we can. We're using all of everything at our fingertips, and we will get to the bottom of this. But right now, we need you to be patient. all of those things that you have heard about Bigby. We're going to find out. We'll get to the bottom of it, and we'll find out if it's true. We have a team assembled, and I will update you as soon as I can. And then she would probably try to get all of them to just walk into the room confidently, not quickly, to try and keep everyone just.
As you step into the enormous cavernous space that is the lieutenant mayor's office, but it is no one else's but Snow's. You see a figure standing there, a portly, very kind of open and welcoming man with like a soft face, a mustache, and hair that used to be kind of a dirty blondish color but has gone long pale. You see Mayor Cole standing at your desk. Snow, I'm starting to hear some very concerning. Oh, hello everyone. I'm pleased to meet you. I am Mayor Cole. I appreciate your time and your patience with this office. Very glad that you could come along. Snow, I'm hearing some very troubling things.
I can only imagine what you've been hearing, Mayor Cole. We are trying to get to the bottom of this. We've assembled a task force, as you can see, and all of us are working as fast as we can. Blue has reported to me. We're trying to get this under control.
This absolutely must be your highest priority. People need to have faith in their institutions, in us, in our way of life. Everything. I'm sorry. Did you need a drink of water, Miss? I didn't catch your name.
Prince Lynn.
Well, Sir Prince Lynn. If you have any issue, I'm here to present the Fabletown official authority in this matter.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm very familiar with your institution, aren't I, Snow?
You could say that all three of these people are very familiar. They know how the ins and outs of how this works. Okay, and we've brought in people that have different outlooks. You know, the best minds working together. Now, I don't want you to worry, Mayor Cole. Per usual, we will get to the bottom of this. All right, and if you have any questions or if we can help you at all, help to calm your nerves, let me know.
I appreciate your candor. I will give you the full access to all Fabletown resources to make sure we do this properly. Though I must say, I would rather have this matter behind us. So the trial is set for 4 days from now, so that we can cleanly wrap this up in a way that everyone can be satisfied with, and we can move on with our lives. After all, this is ugly business for us to be bandying on about.
I'm sorry, 4 days?
4 days.
Well, I mean, the sheriff has turned himself in, and we're just simply waiting for reports from Dr. Swinehart. This matter should be fairly easy to all parties involved. I just would like to have the official authoritative stamp on it so that everything can be tidy and presentable, so that no one is ever concerned that we aren't doing our utmost to guarantee safety.
Nothing about this is tidy.
Your partner, you're entirely the one in charge of this, so what could possibly be necessary to make sure that it is more tidy?
I think what Lynn means is that we can't just assume that we know the outcome of this case before we've even had a chance to investigate it. And 4 days is not a lot of time to investigate a case, especially not one that's turning out to be as complex as this one.
And has he admitted anything? Has he confessed?
Give me a slick check. DC is 19.
Is that me or Snow?
I'm gonna say, Saiba, you did start the argument.
Okay.
So it's going to be you.
Okay.
You got
What was
it.
the DC again?
Cole rolled a 19.
Okay, I don't think I'm gonna beat that. I have a D8, so let's see. Let's try our best.
Just explode twice.
The fuck? I got a 1 again. Okay, I'm gonna use the reroll that Flynn gave me. Thank you,
Oh
Flynn.
my god.
And hope to God that this explodes. How did I get a 1 again? I feel like the gods are laughing at me. Yeah, so I don't
So
I don't do
sorry.
it. I will
We
take
have
my 2 magic
another
tokens.
reroll coming on the field. If you would like to.
Oh,
give-
thank God. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try it. Thank you. Please. Okay, that was better. It was a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I use a 5, if I use
my
5
God.
magic tokens, will this dice explode and can I roll it
Yes, it
one
will.
more time?
If you get
Okay, I'm
yourself
gonna
up to
do
8,
that.
it will explode.
Okay, I'm using 5
Just explode one
magic tokens to explode, so I have 8. I just need to explode one more time.
more time. Oh my god. One in each.
And I got another 1! I'm throwing these dice in the trash. What is happening to me? I'm so sorry that I
sorry.
failed you all.
No, I have to ask because the
You were
dice
trying.
failed you. You didn't fail us, okay? The dice failed you, and I have to ask. I'm so sorry. Have you tried throwing them away and then getting a new one? Is it still the same, like, luck?
So the thing is that I've tried multiple dice sets. I've tried online dice rollers. I've tried like everything and nothing works. Like the problem is me. It is not my dice.
I was
This
gonna
is
say
true.
we need to take the dice to court, but now I don't know.
I think I need an exorcism or something.
Say something. I'm so sorry.
Well, unfortunately, your very logical plea that this has more depth to it, that there is more complexity than meets the eye. Mayor Cole shrugs and says, well, then you have 4 days to prove it. The court date is set, and I'm very sorry. Proceedings will continue, and at the end of it, we will decide Bigby's fate.
Then I guess we better get on it.
Typical.
You don't know. It doesn't seem that he willfully ignores your last comment, but the brightness in his step, it seems as though as he leaves the room, the matter is concluded, and so it is immediately swept from his mind as he exits the office. Snow, I would say that this is very typical behavior that you are entirely too familiar.
When the mayor leaves and is very clearly out of earshot, Saiba will just turn to everyone else and say, I don't understand. What is the point of even going through the motions of a trial and an investigation if everyone's just already decided what's happened and who's right and who's wrong?
That's why we have to bring them definitive evidence. Otherwise, every single fable in this town is always going to be against Bigby. At least the ones out in that hallway.
Okay, well, this Rumpelstiltskin better have something good for us because we don't have a lot of time.
Nerissa, did Rose say anything to you about why what she got from Rumpelstiltskin.
I honestly cannot remember.
Yes,
but,
I can't remember either.
she's Rumpelstiltskin is her hookup. She just she gets all of her good time stuff from Rumpelstiltskin. It's
right, yeah.
fairly easy transaction.
Yeah. So I'm going out with her tonight, right?
Yeah.
So maybe, yeah. So I will share. Well, he is her good time pimp. Short answer, and I'm going to go out with her tonight. Well, and meet all of her terrible friends. I'm so sorry with family, but maybe he will show up. Maybe we can find something else. I will let you raid my closet. If you want to come with me and fit in with her crowd.
Oh, I don't know if that would be a good idea. While I appreciate that, both of us on the dance floor, well, would not be good. I don't think I've stepped foot on a dance floor since the ball of... well, okay. Wait, quick question. What day is it today? Like, technically? Because we were trying to do the show on the weekend. But we have 4 days.
Yeah, I'll say that it's probably like midweek, just Wednesday.
Okay. Then I think that would be a great idea. Since we are on a time crunch, that might be a good way to lure him out. Especially if he sounds like he caters to the partiers. What do you think?
Sorry, say that again.
Oh, well, what do the other two think? Lynn and Zyback.
That sounds good to me. I mean, we should probably look at where he is first right now, and then kind of go from there.
Yeah, and then we show up to a party and just start asking people where Molly is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see a better plan. We don't exactly have a lot of time, and that means that we kind of got to brute force it. We don't have time to finesse.
We might have to work on a disguise for me. Are any of you good at makeup? And she just looks like
Absolutely.
terrified.
I mean, I'm very good at makeup. I'm a theater kid after all, so yeah.
Great. There's going to be a lot of work to do. And with that, she'll just walk over to the mirror and get ready to find Rumpelstiltskin.
You see a swirling smoke on the mirror as a face slowly resolves into being. It's good to see you once more. I feel that there's trouble outside this door. Is there a question that you have for me, or is this simply something that you wish to see?
I should be used to this by now. All right. All right. 1 second. There seems to be some trouble. Something caught in the wheels. Show me the man that makes the deals.
Oh, you have to do that?
I love this. I love this. Had a great job.
You see that the mirror kind of, for a moment, it's like, come on. But then, like,
Mirror's like, you've done this for how many years? And that's what you got from me.
the face vanishes and a swirl of light and color. And you hear a voice as a shape comes into being. A shorter man, dressed in just like a New York Mets jacket, probably standing around like 4 foot even. He's got just slicked back, like jet black hair, and you hear him talking to someone right off screen. He's like, all right, they should be dropping the body off pretty soon, so you're going to want to drop around the office around. Hold on. I think someone's trying to get a show. He turns and looks directly into the mirror. He's like, you have to pay for a show. You ain't getting this stuff for free. You know, if you want to find me, I'll be around. This ain't a peekaboo kind of thing. And he throws something up at the camera, and then for good measure, at the mirror. For good measure, he just really like calls something back from his throat and spits onto, and it like lands on the mirror, and the mirror like immediately just like the face comes back like, that was terrible. I'm at a loss for words. I'm supposed to do the rhyming and I'm struggling here.
That's where I was about two minutes ago. Yep. Yeah. Thank you for that.
How do you do that?
Seems he's more powerful than we thought.
Okay, so back to the party plan, I guess.
Did we
Marissa?
notice anything? Oh, so sorry.
No. Go for it.
Yeah, if you want to do a snoop check about it. I'll say the DC, because he very quickly obfuscated everything around him. Like, it pretty much, like, pixelated. It's going to be, like, a DC 11.
I got a 1.
Go
Something
ahead
is in the air
and
tonight.
get your magic token for such an impressive roll.
Thank you so much.
And I don't think it's that you weren't fast enough or anything. He literally, once the picture resolved into the image of him, he was aware he was being watched and acted on that immediately. He had a presence of mind, a knowledge, an omniscience about it to completely obscure view of anything around him so that there's no markers, no anything that would really give away any information that could be used against him. You're dealing with someone that is very familiar with magic and how and what the rules are.
So, sounds like we can't pull a fast one on this guy.
I think even without the magic, he seems to have enough connections with the Fables that I don't think we could surprise him anyway. So maybe it's better this way.
Yeah, I mean, Marissa, you know where he's potentially going to be tonight or how to get to him, so I guess we're all coming with you.
It's my hope, but I'm feeling pretty confident that with all of the rumors that we're going to spread, and if we are dressing correctly, he will come to us like moth to flame.
I'm sorry, is there a dress code? Like, what do I need to...
It's no, not really, but so Nerissa would know like what attracts Rumpelstiltskin, right? The kind of people, the way they dress.
You would probably aware that Rumpelstiltskin is, I think, well,
Like, is there a favorite color that he likes? You know, he kind of zooms in on people.
Let's do a savvy check. It'll be the
Okay.
DC of 5.
Okay. Let me just look for my D12. Where is my D12? Wait. Did I misplace my D12? Do I not have a D12? Oh, it's right here. 11. Is that enough? Yeah.
Yeah, that's absolutely enough. I think with your very brief interactions with the people surrounding and in the orbit of Rumpelstiltskin, you know that he does like the simple pleasures and can be easily coaxed into conversation with those that he finds be alluring. I don't think there's a particular color that really catches his attention, but you know that he does have an affinity with gold and loves. That is a thing that is interwoven with him and that he is kind of infamous for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I will say Mr. Gold does enjoy a bit of a glitz. And fortunately for you, I have several dresses that imitates the scales of a mermaid, and you can have one of them.
Lynn's going to look at you with her bright golden eyes.
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't want to wear a dress.
Would you want a pantsuit?
That's a lot, but sure.
Do you have anything that's like? Do you have anything that will keep me out of the spotlight as much as possible? Something subtle.
Something subtle. Of course. Well, I will take you to my closet for sure, but I can think of a few things. Something that's subtle, a little bit muted, maybe a rose gold instead of gold.
Subtle and unrecognizable. As long as I'm not mistaken for my sister, that's.
Oh, I do have a masquerade mask or a few wigs that you can put on.
That's a good idea.
Can I take the sleeves off mine?
Well, you don't have to do the 3-piece. Maybe you can just have the vest and the pants, perhaps.
You always know what's good for me, boss.
All right. You are planning to go out tonight to try and like lure in Rumpelstiltskin. Is there anything that you wanted to do in the meantime? Preparation or looking into any more investigating anything else around the case, or even trying to turn over things that you've already been to?
How much time do we have? How many hours until like we should?
Well, I think your sister mentioned that they were going to be at Tara's at around 10, but that feels like a bold-faced lie. It's probably closer to midnight.
I think that one thing that's been kind of clawing on Saiba's mind this whole time in the back of it is that solid pawn piece, and not being able to glean anything about it, I think is not really sitting right with her. So she will spend the next, however much time that they have. I think they'll start with just like looking at the records, whatever records that Snow might allow them to have access to see if there's any mention or drawing or anything like that of a similar piece anywhere, right? Is it like tied to a fable, to a family? Is it a symbol for something? Like literally just anything that I can, the smallest connection I can find. I'm trying to like.
Yeah. I will say you can either roll me a savvy check of DC at like 9 or a snoop check of 14 because you don't know what you're looking for. You're simply casting a net.
Me trying to decide which of these is easier. I think I'll do this savvy of 9. So I'll roll my savvy die. No.
You're looking through volume after volume. Snow employs an assistant, a flying monkey by the name of Buffkin that has kind of a blue fur and little flappy wings that he will soar through this cavernous space and come back with like a stack of volumes and just thud them down in like on the desk. Here you go, Miss Saiba. This is what I could find on game pieces. It's not a lot to go off of, but you know, maybe we can narrow it down after you find something after this.
Yeah, that would be really helpful, Buffkin. Thank you. There's just so much, and I have literally nothing to go off of. So, anything that you could find, or that you even hear somebody else talking about, like you let me know, okay?
Roger that. And he's going to soar off into the bookshelves once more. There's a 50-50 chance that he's going to find books or he's going to find his bottle of Jack Daniels. He's going to maybe imbibe a little.
So good. I think because I don't find anything like Saiba, I think just spends hours and hours like pouring through these tomes trying to find literally any semblance of anything, and that's just I think how she spends her afternoon, evening.
I think what you come across, the very limited stuff that you come across is that this is certainly not something that is like a widely known thing in Fabledom. However, you're looking through you start to kind of pull both volumes from books of story and reports from, modern times, looking for anything that kind of overlaps, anything that has a little bit of kind of similar track. Finding is there's mentions of fables who are dissatisfied with the services that are provided by the witches and wizards on the 13th, the floor of the most powerful, most renowned wizards and witches of all story. And they, in their desperation, are going out and seeking other avenues. And we're seeing mentions of this red ceramic pond. But it's hard to glean anything else beyond that, because these are kind of after action reports of things that just happened, events that coincided with, but were not looked into. Like, all of this is kind of just the facts of what has been investigated. Anything beyond that is wild conjecture. So, unfortunately, all you can get is that this pawn is something of a kind of to go into a bakery and pull a number. That's what this kind of feels like.
Okay. Well, I mean, and like Saiba's just, I think, talking to themselves at this point as they're going through the books. Well, I guess the magic users on the 13th floor. Maybe she could talk to one of them or something. And I think at that point, they notice the time and they go, fuck. Okay, Narissa will be waiting for me. And she rushes over to where Narissa's apartment is to get ready with everyone else. But that is how Saiba spends the time before.
Um, Lynn, is there anything that you would have done during that kind of wide window of time? Is there anything that you wanted to look into, or is there anything that you wanted to get clarification
Uh, a lot of this is kind of going above Lynn's head. At the moment, I don't think she would know where to go. I think she's just really concerned about making something happen at this party get together. And I think she also has a little bit of a content complex about looking pretty. So I think she actually needs several hours before just to get ready. I think she takes way too long to do her nails and makeup and figure out what she's wearing. She doesn't do this very often. She's usually just guarding the fun space instead of being in it. So I think she just spends a lot of time trying to curate herself to fit in.
on? Yeah. That feeling of having to occupy a space that you specifically set yourself apart from. So there is just a large period of time where you need to steel yourself. Um, Narissa, is there anything that you would be looking into? Anything that you are interested in, or are you prepping for?
I don't. I think outside of like maybe she would prepare like a performance or something in the bar just to like not an official performance, but she's trying to come up with a persona and just practice that like Valley Girl vocal fry of hers to match Rose, you know. Um,
Go ahead and give me a slick check. The DC is just a 4. Because you're practiced at this kind of thing, but
mhm.
it's making it a natural thing layered on other performances that you are currently doing.
Mm-hmm. And that is a 22.
Yeah, you immediately have it. You immediately just the cadence, the tone, the pacing, it's all immediately just you got it. Uh we're step away from that. Snow. Any last things you wanted to look into or investigate before getting ready for the night?
I think. Am I still at the office technically?
Yeah.
Okay. Um. I feel like she would probably spend most of the time attempting to get ready, much to her dismay. She's probably gonna focus on that. Like really trying she's terrified of getting like mistaken for Rose tonight. So yeah.
You make yourself up into something that you aren't really regularly. You're mostly buttoned down, serious business. And you have to be in an environment where you are not seen as a narc. So you let's go ahead and give it a slick check. And I'm gonna make this a DC 9 because you
Okay.
don't do this.
Oh, 15.
You're able to, take a couple breaths, distance yourself from being in the office, and be someone a little bit more in Rose's orbit. And with that, all of you convene at Nerissa's apartment at probably around like 11:30, just so that you can kind of get there at a similar time, have a kind of plan of action if you wanted to. And then from there, you can take off to go to Terra's, the nightclub.
There is just a lot of yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather happening as you guys try on dresses.
I think Saiba does end up in the dress that Nerissa had described, the one made of mermaid scales that shimmer like gold in the light. And to kind of add their own little touch to it, I think they try to look for some like feathered accessories to kind of add to it a little bit. And yeah, I think probably Saiba doesn't spend a very long time getting ready, and is probably just kind of sitting on Nerissa's bed, watching her go through her like vocal exercises as the others get ready.
Lynn arrived mostly ready, as she took most of the day to get ready. But she is wearing makeup, which she doesn't do. And she has like red lipstick on. She has these silver snake ear cufflinks on. She has a conditioner with glitter in it in her hair, and she's wearing this gold vest and pants. And her nails are long and sharp, also gold. And she's just uncharacteristically nervous. So she's also probably sitting on the bed, just tapping her nails together.
I think,
What about Snow?
yeah, Snow. What?
Snow would be in anything that Nerissa helped her put on, an entirely too much eyeliner. Just like
I think what Nerissa is going to eventually put Snow in is a dress that she got from Beauty, like who loves yellow, who is adjacent to gold but not as glitzy. Like it's probably like a cotton, more cottagecore dress, still within the interests range of Mr. Gold, but not as impressive.
perfect. She would look totally uncomfortable, but she's here for it. She's here for it.
You all ready for a night out, make the drive over to Terra's. It is a nightclub that is not Fable run. It is very much a mundane nightclub. And you can see it by the patrons that are coming in. They're all very much just New Yorkers, plain and simple. Every once in a while, you'll see like a hint of a Fable. Because you know what to look for. You can see it. But you realize very quickly that this is a getaway. This is putting distance between Fabletown and their free time, their night out. The club is very, lots of purple lighting, very dim. You're moving in kind of not shadows, but you are kind of like having to adjust your vision as you get to the door and you are presented with two bouncers that are super normal, run-of-the-mill, just big dudes. And they're just like, have a good time in there. Don't get too rowdy. And you realize that you are kind of flying under the radar as this is just a normal occurrence. Once you step in, I would like all of you to give me a slip check. Say the DC is... Well, you're trying to capture and captivate. So I'm going to say the DC is 14.
What if I told you that Lynn has a D4 for slip?
Oh my god.
Hey, it could happen. It could happen.
What if I told you?
What was the
that she
DC
was-
again?
14.
19 for me. I'm assuming these are all like for Fables or
No, this
Fable
is a
NPCs?
lot of-
Oh no.
Or actually,
Okay,
no,
then
it is. It is because you are trying to attract a very specific person
Yes.
who is a Fable.
So
yeah.
so my stick will be 16 for non-Fable people and 19 for Fable people.
Absolutely.
I got a 9.
All right. Snow, what did you end up getting?
I got a 16.
Okay. Lynn, what did you end up getting?
What if I told you I got a 1?
Oh
Okay.
Hey, she just looks like a dyke. I don't know what to tell you. It's not gonna work. It's not for him.
Saiba, and Lynn, go ahead and take your magic tokens. I think as you get in, I think both Snow and Nerissa immediately recognize a higher pitched voice call out, "Oh my god, you made it!" And you see the bright red hair of Rose as she comes out from like nowhere. She was not in front of you and suddenly she's right in front of you. And I didn't think you'd actually make it. This is so wild. You're here.
I know. Oh my god, it's so wow, right? This place, it's so I can't wait. Whatever's happening tonight, whatever stays in what's the bar called again?
Oh, Terra's.
Whatever happens in Terra stays in Terra's, right, girl?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, no one's telling. Let's I think Snow, you for the briefest moment have to contain yourself from being like, "Ugh, Red, just," and like you're able to like shield yourself
Yep.
for just a moment so that you are kind of, it's not that you're invisible, it's that you're just kind of like stepping in behind the group to be kind of not perceived. I'll say Saiba, Lynn, you get separated and are left on your own in a nightclub, and so you are able to, I'll tell you what, we'll come back to you in a moment as Red is like, so we've got a back room that is just for us. There's this guy that definitely got us bottle service and we're like really amped for this place, so let's just have a good time.
Do you know if this place has something that's even more fun than bottle service? Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Hold on. He doesn't like to make a scene, so I have to talk my way into it. And you see that she pulls just something from her purse and presses it into someone's hand, and then they move and they press it into someone else's hand, and that moves like in a conveyor all the way till you can't perceive where it went to, and you realize that Red is just kind of like talking at you without any any intent for there to be interaction. She is just completely word vomiting completely at you, and you don't get a moment to speak in. As you wait for any kind of signal that this goes off, and very quietly you get a small tug on your sleeve, and you turn around to see a woman in just kind of like a blazer, and she just kind of motions for you to come along. Saiba, Lynn, give me a sneak check. DC 6.
I got a 9.
Okay, so I guess I have your luck now. I have a 1.
No.
Oh my god.
That's
I think, Lynn, I think there's just something about this place that makes your hackles go up. Like, you are trying to be just chill and go with the vibe. There's something about this place that just has like a vibrancy to it, like just kind of like buzzing against your nerves, and you just can't let it go. And it's hard, like, that's a harsh vibe for you to try and push away from you. You're just kind of like on edge. But Saiba, I think you see a kind of quietly off in the corner, someone else in just a simple blazer looks down at this, very small girl. She has like kind of tan skin and hair like cut short. And I think even in that dim like purple light, you see a red chess piece pass into their hand. And the exchange happens, and the woman graciously like bows and then like steps away, and you are able to track them through the crowd. Would you wish to follow?
Yeah, I think if it's okay with Lynn, I think Saiba would have kept the red chess piece specifically to look into it and all that time. And so they have it with them on their person. And in seeing this, they turn to signal to Lynn what's going on. But then I think she like immediately catches that Lynn is not really focused or having a good time. And so Saiba will hold out a hand and take Lynn's hand in her own and say, "Hey, just focus on me, okay?"
Huh? Lynn's already ordered 2 drinks. They're done.
Would you rather just stay here? I can.
Here. No, what's going on? It's fine. This place is just.
Okay,
Why do
I'm losing eye line. So do you want to stay or do you want to come?
Let's go. Let's go. You lead the way.
Okay. And Saiba will take Lynn's hand and will kind of drag her through the crowd, following to find this man in the blazer.
You see the man in the blazer walk around, like, definitely gets to the side of the bar where there's a employees only door and goes through. But it doesn't look like a lot of employees are passing through that way. That doesn't look like the kitchen. It doesn't look like you're looking into like the break room or anything. And he steps inside, and would you like to follow him through that door?
Yes, I would. And for the sake of appearances, I'm actually going to pull Lynn into the front because she looks more like dressed like the people that are accepting these pieces, in like suits and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I'm the one that will look out of place. So I think I want to put Lynn in the front so that she can kind of pretend to be one of them if needed.
I would like you to give. I think this will come down to Lynn. I want you to give me a slick check. However, I know that you have an ability where you can use sharp. You can choose to use that now, but I'm going to tell you, an actual slick check will be a 4. A sharp check will be a 7.
What would a sneak check be to sneak into this place?
It is kind of a sneak check. Okay. I would say in order to not be noticed, it's gonna be a 9 because this is we're going into backroom space where there, are going to be people. So, go ahead, either a 9 for sneak, a 7 for sharp, or a 4 for slick.
Do I need to roll as well, or is it just Lynn?
No, if you're pushing Lynn to be like the one that's in the lead, Lynn can be the one that makes it. And I'll tell you what, you give me a slick check, DC 4, and if you make it, no, DC 3. If you make it, you can add 1 to Lynn.
I got a 2, but I'll spend a magic token to make that a 3. So, Lynn, you can have a +1.
Hey, Saiba, you are in a nightclub full of mundys. Your sneak check is now a 9 with a +1 difficulty, making it a 10.
This is gonna go so normal.
Oh boy. All for a +1.
Well, that was bad. I got a 1 on a d20.
Oh my god.
And we're not allowed to. Can I
it.
re-roll this one or no?
No, we don't have a reroll going, so...
No, well, I have my ability, Lucky. Am I allowed to use it on this?
Yes, I will allow you
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend a magic token to re-roll that then.
It's a 50-50.
And I got a 10 exactly, so we did it, baby!
All before I even roll.
All right. So, Lynn, you can decide what you want to roll with, and we'll give you. I'll tell you what. For that impressive display, I'll let it be a +2.
All right. You want Lynn to roll sharp. You want sharp. So that's what's gonna happen. So we're gonna call that a dirty 20 with a +2.
You walk in and immediately are like there's someone right there in one of these blazers that you've seen going around so often. Like you're not supposed to come back here. What do you say to them that immediately just knocks them on their ass, that they're just like, that you're like, no, I'm coming through?
You don't want to have just said that to me. So we can forget that you did.
Yeah. It's my break. I'm just, and they just...
You're still talking.
They fully, like, not discreetly, they run from the room. And you find yourself in kind of business taupe colored walls, like just very beige carpet. Just immediately, like, you can feel the buzz of the fluorescence overhead. All of the vibe from the club is completely washed out. As you step into this environment, you see definitely like a security office where there's someone barely watching the cameras. You see a locker room, and then you see further in a more private area. And it seems like that has sensitive information. And do you want to go into that room?
Looks like the place to be.
You walk into a room full of innocuous looking file cabinets. And the first one you open up and you pull a file, and it has just a random name, and it says their friend is on the farm. They can't get a glamour. They want their friend to be able to pass in Fabletown. And you just see a red stamp that says denied. You pull up another one, and it says they are looking for their treasures that they left behind in Story. Denied. And then you're going through so many of these. There's like, I want to say like maybe a dozen before you come across one that is they miss their father that was left behind when the adversary came. Approved. You find another one, and it's you actually recognize the name. It's I forget. It was Lily. Yeah. It's and as you're looking at it, you're like, this is the Princess and the Pea. And it says, life is hard here. I can't survive like this anymore. I need help. This is approved. Is there any checks that you would like to make?
That's a good question. I think Lynn's just gonna be going through this, and it's like, what is any of this? Why is any of this here? This is a Mundy club.
While Lynn had been doing all of that, I think Saiba had been looking around this room, this like office space, and trying to get a sense for who works out of here. Like, is there a nameplate with... That would be too easy. But is there a nameplate with a name, or like any sort of information, like pictures hung on the walls, or like a certificate or a degree or something, you know, like anything that would give an indication for who uses this space?
Go ahead and give me a snoop check of, I'll say, 7.
I got a 3, but I'm going to use 4 magic tokens to make that a 7.
Give me a sneak check. You're behind closed doors, but it's still an issue. So I'm going to say it's an 8 sneak.
You muted.
Oh, so sorry. I got a 4. If this was Vampire the Masquerade, I would be blowing the Masquerade wide open.
From now on, all of your magic token costs will be doubled.
Did you say double?
Oh,
Double.
oh my god.
That's great.
Rough.
Okay. You are looking around and you're realizing this doesn't have the aura of someone who is a fable. This has accountancy. Like, this is very boring paperwork that is just kind of ledgers and all of that to just kind of keep track of things that are, coming and going. But it has the error, as you're looking at some of these documents and what's written, it has the error of someone who is writing down something that they don't necessarily comprehend. They're just being dictated to and just writing the thing that it is. So you're seeing kind of a coordination between whoever is the higher power who knows about fables and someone who is very much just doing a job. And as you're reading through this, the door opens behind you, and so it's like, what the fuck are you doing in here?
I grab him.
Oh, okay.
Hey, that's a funny thing to do, and that's gonna take a sharp check.
Yep. Let's panicking.
It's just the abruptness for me. Like, just
Yeah, I would
Grab 'em.
not even gonna talk. Like, just okay. We're just
love it,
grabbing.
love it.
Yeah, that's a DC 6.
Cool. That's an 11.
So you beat it by more than 5. You not only grab them, you have physical dominance over them, as you can choose their fate, essentially.
As soon as I open the door, Lynn kind of just spins around and like wraps an arm around their neck and a leg around their leg and just kind of like locks them in place, almost like a constrictor, and just pulls them into the room so the door closes. What was that? Okay, so we've got questions.
I guess we do.
Okay.
What do you do?
Okay. What kind of questions?
Sorry, we'll let you go really quickly. We just want to know some things. First of all, who owns this place?
I think Tara Reid, but she, she just put her name on it. She doesn't actually do anything for here.
Okay, so who actually runs this place then?
Some short guy. He runs he does business here, and he does stuff. I don't know much about him. He just, he's the one in charge, and we just do what he says, whatever weird thing he says.
Yeah, what kind of weird things?
I'm used to clubs selling, a bit of Molly and whatever, but he gets weird deals, and I don't know what they're about. And he says not to worry, but it seems really culty, and I just this is a paycheck, and I don't need anything out of this. I didn't see your face, or whatever. You're free to go, and I didn't do anything here. You definitely weren't here involved.
Thank you. That honestly is a lot of very helpful information, and you also didn't see this. And Saiba's gonna walk over to where the files have been scattered on this desk that Lynn was looking through. She's gonna pull out her phone, which I assume we have cell phones. And is
Actually,
going to...
you don't. This is a bit earlier than cell phones.
Damn. Okay. In that case, I will not do that, and we're just gonna go. We're just gonna go because that's actually all the information that we need.
All right. You didn't see anything.
Hey, wait, hold on. What's your name?
Ella?
Ella, it's very nice to meet you. And if you ever want a job somewhere less culty, just, I guess, holler down the street or something and we'll try and help you, okay? Because this seems like a bad gig, if I'm being honest.
Ella's gonna look at as well as they can because you have them in a chokehold kind of thing. Is gonna look back at you, Lynn, and be like, "Hey, I wasn't here, and if I was here, I was asleep."
Yeah, that's good. I was gonna just like drum her nails on her neck and then let go.
Immediately makes a break for it. And I think with that, we're going to go to break. And we will come back because Snow and Marissa get to have a business meeting when we come back. So we'll see you in 10 minutes. And we are back. Back from break. We left off, and Marissa and Snow were on their way for a little meeting as someone in a blazer is kind of ushering you along to what you think is like a private room, and then sharply turns you toward a fire escape and opens the door, and you step out into just kind of like alleyway building next to you. There's not a lot of space in here, and at one end you see a silhouette of a man, a shorter man in stature, standing next to a car with headlights on, shining your way. Well, looks like someone's here to make a big old deal. Because that's the only reason I can see why someone would want to bother me on a beautiful night like this. You see Rumpelstiltskin standing in that same Mets jacket that you saw from before. His stature, even though it's diminutive, still kind of feels like he might have the most authority in this particular space. So, what can I do for the illustrious Snow White and her friend? What was it again? Because you say Nerissa, but I don't think that's it. Because you see, I'm good at names.
Well, I'll tell you mine if you tell if you tell me yours.
I guess that's the game, right? Keep yourself hidden away. Names have power. I'll tell you what. Okay. You are speaking to Rumpelstiltskin, the man himself. Who I have the pleasure of speaking to. Because is it Nerissa?
Well, you have the pleasure tonight to speak to Alalera.
Going by a new one. Okay, I dig it.
Well, it's the original one, the new one, but also it's, I would say, the oldest one yet.
More truth to us all, what we were originally intended to be. Until this whole facade got erected. You know, some of us just want to be how we were, Snow. I think you can tell from his pointed barbs in your direction. He is still not happy about his punishment after the market crash of '78, when he just spun little bit too much gold.
Rumpelstiltskin, we're not here to talk about your consequences. We're here for answers.
Well, it seems that I have a valuable commodity and that you wish to purchase it.
I don't think you have as much of a valuable commodity as you have a reason to help, or rather collaborate with us. As you see, Rumpelstiltskin, mister, something is going to trace back at you because there is going to be a murder case on our hands. And you're involved, and if you are anything like me, which I think you are, you don't want to be involved in these kind of things.
Give me a slick check. If you are working against Rumpelstiltskin.
Okay. Oh, so close. 22.
Though he is very gifted at speech, he only rolled an 18. So you see that there's like a slight, as you mentioned, murder. You brought a genuine consequence to what has been in his orbit. Listen, sometimes somebody talks too much and they start saying the wrong things to the wrong people, and they have an accident, or I guess in your case, a little doggy gets loose and gets a little rambunctious, if you know what I mean.
Well, you and I both know that that is not the case, and you and I both know that you do not want to be the subject matter of the front page.
Hey, what I know is irrelevant. I wasn't there. And unless you got videotape placing me at the scene, buddy, I don't think you got it.
It doesn't matter whether you were there or not, right? You know what happened.
Do I? I don't know that I
You
do.
tell me.
You have connections everywhere, Rumpelstiltskin.
Well,
You can't tell us you haven't heard something.
I am a law-abiding citizen, unless you can prove otherwise. You're trying to talk your way into something that has meaning and value. I commend you. I've made a career out of it. But you're going to need to provide me just a little something to sweeten the deal.
What is it you want? Not that we're entertaining it. But just for the hell of it. What do you want, Rumpelstiltskin?
I want? Well, I want things to run smooth. I want things to be easy. If you give me a small budget of gold I can spend every year, hey, I don't need to stick my nose in places that gets me in trouble. I have just a small stipend that I can work from. That's all you gotta do.
You know, I can offer you something a little bit better than a small pot of gold.
What's that?
Well, you're in the business of being in the center of information. You want people to know exactly what you want them to know, and you don't want them to know what you don't want them to know, right? And I am in the business of, well, information, propaganda, if you will,
That's interesting.
spreading information that, well, what better way to spread information than entertainment, right?
That is how you convince the masses, after all.
Exactly, you know that.
All right, I'll play ball. What you have in mind? What's going on that I can get a piece of?
Well, whatever narrative you want to spread, you want the people to understand about you. That will get you more deals and more leverage against others, right? And all I ask is that I have final say on what exactly is spoken in the script.
Give me a slick check.
Okay.
Let's
That's exactly 20.
Your dice are on fire.
I know. I love this jade die.
Ooh.
All right. 20. Wait. Did you roll an actual 20?
No, I rolled a 17, but I have +3 against Fables.
I think you see him considering it. And he says, tell you what. I give you something you put in the show. And you can ask me 2 questions. Now, you better make those questions count because that's the deal.
I'm gonna look to Snow, who is the wiser one of amongst us.
So he's offering us 2 questions
2 questions.
that he'll answer completely like truthfully, or did he not say that? Just to make sure.
Go ahead and make a savvy check.
I do have a +3 to Snoop when to tell if fables are lying. Is that a thing? Or that's only
Sure.
Snoop?
I will let you do a snoop check. The difficulty will be higher.
Okay.
So, savvy, it's going to be a 5. Snoop, 7.
Okay. Mm. Let's do this Snoop. Let's do it. Yep. We got a 7, so 10.
Rumpelstiltskin is famous for the letter of the deal, but not the spirit. So he is said exactly what the deal is. It's up to you to add clarification or kind of adjust what you can get out of him, because he often says things that he follows verbatim.
Okay.
Well, can you repeat exactly what he said? Like the deal?
He said he will provide something to put for you to propagandize. He will give you something written. In exchange, he will answer 2 questions.
Okay.
So can we step aside for a second? I think Snow would just tell Rumpelstiltskin, let us discuss this for a moment. We'll be right back.
Do you think we could change the term of the deal? Because if we ask questions, he didn't say he can truthfully answer, right?
Exactly.
So I think at the very least we need to tell them that he needs to truthfully answer these questions, because all he could say is "I don't know," and that will count as answering one of the questions.
Right, and we also need to know the piece of propaganda he's giving to you, because we are under a very large microscope right now. We have to do this by the book, or Bigby's life could be at stake. Um, we also, what do we need to know from him exactly? I mean, I'm not even entirely sure where we placed him on that night. What are the things that we're trying to get out of him? If he has any contacts that saw what happened?
He's in the center of all of the information. So we need to get out of him.
If you'd like, you can do a snoop check to try and. Oh, Hamna, did you have something?
Oh, I was just gonna remind us that above table that we found Rumpelstiltskin's business card in the hole of
Oh my
Chef's
gosh.
wall, and that's
Thank-
why we're connecting him to the whole case at all. We know that Shepard was dealing drugs to the boy who cried wolf, so maybe that maybe like
Okay.
yeah.
So maybe Shepard. Okay. Thank you. All right. So maybe we ask him to further define the specifics of the deal, and then come back. See if he'll even agree with it.
Perhaps we could ask him ways we could find more truth about the murder case, because it would be he would be more likely to answer the question truthfully if there are ways to not implicate himself in the case.
Right.
And I will say you guys definitely notice Nerissa's voice has changed after she basically told Rumpelstiltskin her real name.
Okay. I think Snow seems a little taken aback after hearing the voice, but she's kind of just gonna let it go for now.
Yeah,
and-
well, Snow recognizes the voice, of course.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay, so I think Snow would. Do we? Who has the business card? Or do we leave it there at the scene for them to?
I think Lynn had it, but we can say that like you took it if that's narratively
That's
convenient.
fine. I'm okay with it passing hands.
Okay. I think she would. I think Snow would bring that out subtly. Just to show, the leverage that they have. What if we ask about this and offer to make it disappear from the crime scene? We've already made it disappear, but
Wait, are you asking Rumpelstiltskin?
oh no, Nerissa.
Gotcha.
Make who disappear from the...
Oh, the business card. Rumpelstiltskin's business card. Because if he's dealing drugs to Shep, he knows more about what's going on than he's letting on.
Yeah. I think perhaps at the very least I could threaten him that I could propagate for him, but I could also put on the show about how he is involved and his business card was discovered at the murder scene.
No, that's a good idea. The question is, do we even entertain this deal before, or do we just show him the card and let him know?
We could. we could just casually let it be visible. He's smart. He would know.
I feel like we might take another page from Bigby's book. How do you feel about going into this abrasively? With
Looks, I turned to Lynn immediately.
I don't think we're
Where's
here.
Lynn?
Yeah,
Oh.
He's not here.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're still inside.
I
club.
or
Yeah.
I turn around and try to see where Lynn is.
I think they both would think of Lynn immediately, honestly.
Plotted lines where Lynn should be.
Do we find Lynn if we just kind of like try to take a look and like see?
I
Sure.
think we're
Where
on a
she is.
fire escape. Are we on a
No,
fire escape?
you're out in an
Outside.
alleyway.
Okay.
They're inside an office deep within the nightclub. I don't think this is something you can just kind of look across the room for.
We're just
Can
gonna
we?
have to.
Do we have modern technology in this world? I can't remember.
it's-
Can we
it's a
call?
We
bit-
do not.
It's a bit
Okay.
antiquated. You are operating with payphones and Polaroids.
Okay. I'm gonna like just open the door inside and then look for like anybody who looks sober or relatively sober, and just ask, hi, I'm looking for my bodyguards, and they're the scariest, biggest person you'll find. I'm just gonna give them the description.
Hey, I'm gonna need the biggest slick check for this random person that is sober to have seen Lynn go into an off-limits part of the club. We're gonna
Okay.
say 25 on a slick check.
Oh my god.
Which we also
Um,
snuck into successfully. So like,
Yeah.
like people were not supposed to see us go in there anyway.
We might just have to
I think, yeah, you might just have to do this.
act like
With
Lynn.
material.
Act like Lynn. Be Lynn.
Well, I failed on my slick check for the first time ever. I'm gonna take my magic
Yeah,
points.
go ahead and take your magic. They're just having a good time. Like, no, I'm not really looking. So leave me alone.
All right.
When you come back out. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, when you come back out, I think Snow would. Okay, so above table.
Yeah.
How much? I guess. Okay, Snow would know this. How? If she were to threaten with the authority that she has, is there a way with Rumpel's magic or just magic in general with Fables that they could replicate that? Or, I have a recorder in my pocket. I don't know.
I mean, you could give me a very hard savvy check to have
Mhm.
a tape recorder in your pocket. I think there are memory charms that the 13th floor can perform that would come at a very pretty penny. And would require some accounting for, but you have access to it. You are nominally in charge of Fabletown. They
Okay.
would do what you ask, and they would bill you later.
And they would what?
They would bill you later.
Oh, okay. But Rumpel wouldn't have like a way to do that as far as we know. Like,
You're talking
magic-wise?
about Rumpelstiltskin. No, I don't think he operates in that regard. He's not
okay.
bound by legal minutia, it's kind of like Fey contracts where he any you are as good as your word, and he will enforce that promise.
Okay.
If you make a promise, he will ensure that it is enforced.
Okay. Snow would turn back to Narissa and just say, "Are you ready to go over there and just clarify the details of this? Because if I want to hear what he has to say. If he can give us details on what kind of propaganda he wants to turn with you or with your club, and then we have specifics, great. If not, we'll use the business card route, and I have a plan."
All right. I don't know how much more of this facade I could put up, but right. At the very least, I will tell him to share the details of what story, what narrative he wants to spread out, and make sure the clause stands, that I have the final say in the script. Kind of like how before you sign a contract you can just cross out certain things and sign. Yeah, that's a clause she's gonna add.
Perf. Okay. All right, let's go back over there.
He's standing there waiting. He says, "Well, I got answers. Do you got any form of payment?"
We need to figure out and further define the specifics of this deal, Rumpelstiltskin.
We always want clarity in these kinds of things. So why don't you go ahead, lay out your addendums?
Well, we already told you I have the final say in whatever the script will be spoken to the audience, and specifically spoken. And I'm going to need a proof of concept, a treatment of your script, of course. Show business is a very serious business, you know.
As long as I can get my message out, I don't care how it's said.
Of course.
All right. Well, you do the show business magic. I'll just give you the liner notes, the basics, and you do your thing. It's fine with me, as long as it gets out. That's all I need.
Care
She
to
gets
write it
final
down?
say.
Not until you agree to the deal. What use is it me expounding my creative energies? This isn't gonna go anywhere.
I'm gonna write down a contract specifying our agreement.
A mundane thing, writing things down. Back in the day, we just promise and let the consequences be our own.
Well, Notary Public has become a new thing in these parts, and I quite like it. We have to grow with the time, don't you think, Mr. Rumpelstiltskin?
I suppose you're right. And he will relent and take the contract for signing. Puts his full name, Rumpelstiltskin. There you are. All right. You got your questions?
Before we agree to this, though, you understand that she has full say over what propaganda you give her. If it doesn't,
She can make any changes she'd like to it.
all right. And you'll answer truthfully to every question.
Best of my knowledge.
And other people's knowledge as well. she's gonna glance to Nerissa and just in a way that you can tell she's not fully sure about this and really wants to say no, but also we're kind of in a
It's
time
alright.
crunch.
I think she will give you a nod that says it's all right, and then Nerissa is going to sign a Lalera on the contract, so she will take full responsibility of this.
All right. Our names are signed. The contract is valid and binding. Go ahead and ask your questions.
Okay, I need to. Can we come above table for this?
Yeah,
For like
absolutely.
just to brainstorm a
If
little
there's
bit.
yeah, if there's a
Woo!
like a rule you want to make about it, or if there's something you want clarification on, we can absolutely figure out what is the best
Okay.
angle for you to take on this for Rumpelstiltskin.
Okay, because I have an idea of what Snow would do in this moment. It's like, for one question, maybe the second question would be about the business card in some manner, and then bringing in the fact that bringing in a little bit of intimidation, just tiny bit. But that's all I got. That's all I got. What do you guys have? Or any? I guess Rand.
If you have any suggestions that you want Snow to, I would absolutely exchange ideas on this.
Okay.
I want to maybe do a roll to see like if Nerissa would know an angle that would work best.
Give me a savvy. I'll say the DC is 3 and it scales by 3 for better results.
Okay. Okay. 12.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, no, that's a 12. That's a die 12. Hold on. 17.
Okay. On your savvy check of 17, that means you far exceeded. So there's a connection to the boy who cried wolf. A very concrete connection. Rumpelstiltskin had several business dealings with the boy who cried wolf in a way that established a firm business relationship. At a certain point in time, even if they were trying to keep it all professional, Rumpelstiltskin would know of all of the conspiracies that the boy who cried wolf was spreading around. And he indicated that sometimes he could talk too much and that it could upset people and that those people might do something. Perhaps it would be in your interest to ask what it is that he said that could have upset someone.
Okay. Yeah, I will just tell Snow that maybe we could ask what it is that the boy who cried wolf found out turned out to be truthful, that his big mouth shared, that could have got himself killed.
Okay.
And then maybe we could decide a follow-up question after whatever he said.
Okay. Okay. How to word this? Okay. We know that Shep, the boy that cried wolf, was a bit of a conspiracy theorist and had a bit of a mouth, from what I've heard. What exactly did he say, or that might have gotten him in trouble here?
I mean, you didn't hear it from me, but I saw chess pieces, and he started making connections of missing people. That perhaps someone with power and authority would not want to see those connections. Perhaps those that have the chess pieces are gambling a little bit more than they're ready to gamble. And they don't understand the debt that they are accruing for the deal that is that they wish to make. And all this is a bunch of magical deals. Name of the game.
And maybe above table, I think when we were still discussing outside, um, this is not like outside of the assumptions that we have already made, right? Like maybe Narissa would have told or like talked to Snow about how maybe we could ask him what his rival it might be, like someone who is doing a similar kind of business he does, like someone else who makes deal and has the kind of power to
Who
take
Rumples
someone out. Yeah.
rival would be? Okay. Or do we want to ask about the chess pieces, or is it just genuinely like a symbol? Do we think?
He's very like he's someone who is very precise about his words, right? Like
Mhm.
I'm the player immediately is thinking of Queen of Heart.
Mhm.
But you know,
Okay. So asking Rumple's rival, or
or maybe ask him specifically his rival who likes to move those chess pieces, like a rival, because
yeah.
there could be different multiple rivals, but like a rival who likes to make sure they have these chess pieces under their control.
Okay. And just so I make sure, because my brain is getting a little late, was did he mention that it was the rival moving the chess pieces?
No,
Or
no,
no?
it's
We're
just
just
my
assuming.
kind
Okay.
of yeah,
Cool.
or
Okay.
someone just as someone powerful around these
Yeah.
parts. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Do we want
You
to
can
say
maybe
that,
even
or do we want
simplify it and ask who is behind the chess pieces.
to? True. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who is
Let's do that
behind?
just in case.
Yeah, who is controlling these chess pieces?
Okay. I'm trying to think of anything we could add on to it to give us more information. But in the same question.
And where to find them, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know if to be like, oh, that's 3 questions. Where do we find? Let me think. No, let's just ask who. Let's just go with it. Yep, let's jump back in there. Okay. And I think Snow would just furrow her brow a little bit and just ask simply, who is behind these chess pieces?
All right. Let me pause for just a moment because I'd like to thank Lix for buying Fate for all players, so you all have advantage on a roll of your choice. So,
Aw,
Ooh, nice.
thank you.
Thank you.
we're gonna move forward. You ask who controls the chess pieces, and he clicks his like kind of like clicks his tongue against his teeth, and he's like, "Now, I said I would tell you everything that I know. And I didn't say that I'd tell you the entirety of what I do. So I have to protect myself here because they're a very powerful person. And she is, well, calculating and cunning to a really fatal degree.
Understandable, but you did say that you would tell us what you know and what your contacts know.
Mm-hmm.
I did say that. All right. Everyone thinks she's the Queen of Hearts. But that ain't who she is. It's someone else that everyone forgets about. Someone that every single time they think about her and they think about the Queen of Hearts, they just simplify and think of the Queen of Hearts. But she's actually a completely separate person. I just call her the Queen.
You just call her the queen?
I'm afraid I can't get more specific without endangering myself. And I want you
Oh,
to
sorry.
I want you to understand I'm not squelching on this question because I'm trying to take advantage of you. I'm squelching on it because at the end of the day, everyone knows their limits. Everyone knows when they're being within reason and when they're doing something dangerous. And if I say much more, it will get very dangerous for me.
We have ways to protect you. We do. Now, that might seem like a false promise, but there's more than you're letting on. We have it on good authority that you have done quite a few deals with the boy who cried wolf.
I can't tell you much more, but I can tell you where to start looking. He pulls something from his pocket. It's just a folded napkin, and in it is a address. He says, "Now, I have told you everything that I am capable of telling you. Now, it's my turn. And what I want in that show on Saturday night, Up in Lights, is for you to show Bigby Wolf killing the boy who cried wolf. I want to see it in lights."
Of course. That can be arranged, of course. No problem at all.
Beautiful. Beautiful. We have a wonderful relationship, and I look forward to seeing this performance live.
Absolutely. You have a house each. If you want, you can have a +1.
We'll see about that. All right. I have other business deals to conclude tonight. You lovely ladies have a wonderful time, and don't forget my name.
Don't
With
wear
that-
it out.
With that, he turns around in a way that it looks like he almost just flattens two-dimensionally and disappears somewhere else. You are left alone in this alleyway.
Well, thank God the theater's for fiction.
Wow. He didn't say how the story ends, so all he says was he wants to see Bigby killing the boy who cried wolf live in under all of the theatrical lights, right?
You're
I
more
think
cunning than you think.
I can use that opportunity to clear Bigby's name, in fact.
That's brilliant. All right. So the card that we saw, what did it say precisely? Was it like she was hiding behind the mundys? What did it say again?
She's hiding.
I need to write that down.
She's using the mundys.
She's using the mundys. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna find out how she's using the mundys. If she is, though, we need to be careful. Watch her back at every turn. Even in this alleyway, could be someone listening.
But also, do we have an inkling of who this queen is? If not, Queen of Heart.
I'll tell you what. Give me one last savvy check.
Okay.
DC. Hey, it was a 35. I'm going to lower it down to a 25. Actually,
Oh
I'll
my
lower it down to a
God.
20. I'll lower it down to a 20 because he told you.
Okay, I'm gonna use advantage on that. Thank you, Lex. That is a 10, which is not enough. So I'm gonna take my magic points.
Yeah, you are still thinking on it, and you're running it through your brain like it's not the Queen of Hearts. Everyone mistakes her for the Queen of Hearts, but she's something else. There's something else that she is that's similar enough that the mistake is made common. It is often mistaken.
I know who that is. I think, but Nerissa doesn't apparently. Like I know exactly who that is, but I can't.
No, I mean, if you know, you know. You figured it out.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and say who you think it is.
Well, I think it's the Red Queen, who
Very
is
good guess.
not
Yeah.
the same as Queen of Heart. Yeah.
I can't tell you whether you're right or wrong, but that is a good guess.
Right. It's from the through the looking glass instead of the through the rabbit hole.
Maybe we ask the mirror, you know? I don't know if we could craft a question that's specific enough to...
Well, the mirror will be more honest than Rumpelstiltskin at the very least.
Yeah.
Okay, so once you're done, like you can step back inside and try and reconvene with each other, because I think Saiba and Lynn, like once you've kind of perused that office, is there anything else that you're looking for in there? Is there anything else you want to try and find back behind the door, back behind in the office?
Not really. I feel like we got the information that we could get from this office specifically. It looks like the records are all of the deals that Rumpelstiltskin has been making with different fables, and so kind of with that information in our brains, I think, at least for Saiba, I think we're good to head out.
Yeah.
So, I think you come out of that office door discreetly enough that you are, not accosted by anyone else. And you see Snow and Nerissa, or Aloe, step in from the fire exit and are able to kind of like see each other and reconvene in the middle of the club to be back together as the group to share what you kind of pieced together.
So I think where exactly are we coming together? Is it inside of the club or outside?
You're right now in the nightclub. You just kind of, this is you just seeing each other and being like, oh, back together once more, and reconnect. Like I'll say you hit like right beside the bar. You just are able to get together there.
I think it's a very like quick but affected casual gathering on Saiba's part, and she leans against the bar like she's about to like order something, but is like turned to face you two, Narissa and Snow, and like leans in. And whispering is difficult in a club, so like as quietly as is possible to be like the minimum volume required to be heard over the very loud music. Saiba will say Rumpelstiltskin is working out of this club and I think owns it.
That doesn't surprise me with the conversation we just had with him.
What, you found him?
We found him, and I don't know if we should have this conversation here, but
Okay, then let's
Right.
not. Let's go back to your office or something. Did you make a deal?
if in a certain way,
That sounds like a yes.
you know, maybe all conversations are deals. Okay, I've been around him too long. We've been doing this conversation.
How
Well,
long was that
It
conversation?
was. It felt like years. Yep.
I feel like we were probably
Okay,
gone
well,
for, like,
I mean,
10 minutes.
if he owns this club, then yeah, I think having. So let's go to your office.
Yeah.
You're able to easily get out of the club far earlier than anyone else is leaving, so you're free to like get your car, drive back to the office. You are technically office hours are closed, so you're not even like the lights are all dimmed low as you step in. You get into your office and find Buffkin passed out on your desk with his flask in hand. But you are now back in your office.
Okay. Yeah. So Narissa was incredibly clever with the deal, and so I'm not too worried about what we have to pay up on. I am incredibly nervous about the fact that we had to make a deal and what might come from it. At least the rumors that might come from anyone that saw us talking to him in the alley. However, we did get some information. He mentioned she would basically explain the deal, like how the wording of it all. Yeah. So we're looking for the queen.
Yeah.
Do you have any
I'm-
idea who that might be?
There are so many.
I mean, wasn't your stepmother a
That was the-
queen?
Yeah, that was the first thing that came to mind.
I don't think your stepmother, no offense, I don't think your stepmother is as cunning as she thinks she is.
Lynn, wasn't your mother a queen?
Yeah, but she was not the brightest.
It wouldn't be my mother. My mother passed away a long time ago.
It's definitely not my mom. Unlike all of you, I was never royalty.
He did mention the
So-
chess pieces, which is
Right. Speaking of which, and Saiba will pull out the piece that we found in Shep's apartment, just to show that she has it on her. I saw some person pass one along to a guy in a blazer or like a suit, and then they walked into the back of Rumpel's club. So I think they're part of his deals somehow. Did you get one? Actually, hold on. You made a deal.
no, we didn't get anything. That's really good to know. Where was that?
Just like in the back of the club in some like corner. And I didn't see where the guy went after he went back into the employees only section, but
Yeah, we didn't see them again. We did see Rumpel's accountant.
Some poor sap named Ella. I think she's not a fable. She's just a person working for him. She described it like a cult, actually, which I guess doesn't surprise me with everything else I've been hearing.
I believe it. Honestly, everything is so cryptic and so many riddles tonight. It's
Do we know? Do we know Alice?
I think, Alice, go ahead and give me a savvy check.
Okay.
Say, put this at a 9.
Okay. 11.
Okay. Yeah, you know Alice, but she actually didn't stick around Fabletown. She's one of those abroad that doesn't
Exchange student.
Yeah, pretty much. She doesn't stick around this city very much or very often. So
That makes sense.
yeah.
She had that
The
vibe.
fairy
about
tale
her.
exchange.
Yeah.
do you blame her for not sticking around here? Damn.
Okay, well, maybe we, take the rest of the night off and come back here and figure out who this queen could be.
What color is the chess piece?
It's red. Why?
I don't know if that matters too much, but yeah, it's either. I think that might be a good idea. Otherwise, we. I
If
think the only
they're
other option is to sneak back there.
if Fabletown, so queens have a certain level of status, even though we all kind of became quite democratic around here, right? Like Snow, you have a job, I have a job. Well,
Do I have a job?
um,
I realize
Like,
I never thought about that.
but as far as queens are concerned, are there like we know about other queens around here, right? Like
The
even
thing
if they
about-
don't have
Yeah, the
certain
thing about
means.
the thing about royalty is that royalty is simply an entitlement to land. You don't have that
Mhm.
land; it was taken from you. So
Yeah,
there
but like
are some that made it through with their possessions mostly
Mhm.
intact, but there are those.
yeah, but like we remember how it worked for Belle and the Beast, right? Like
Yeah,
it was they didn't have any land anymore, they were living beyond their means, but the residual like entitlement still kind of
there is still a sense of, no matter how many years pass, they'll still be kind of seen in a loftier light, whether or not that is the case anymore. I mean, Beauty and the Beast are both kind of down on their luck and have been for a while. So you understand that the perception of someone is kind of more difficult to
Mhm.
bring back down when it was so lofty.
So, if there was a queen who had previously status and power and was manipulative and, savvy with that in that way, right? She's gonna like spend time recruiting like her own entourage and like-minded people. Are there anywhere in this town that these kind of people will want to go to? Like, where would they hang out?
I mean, that would usually be a savvy roll, but like, I'll tell you straight out, like, those who are not on the more upstanding of the fables, they tend to distance themselves from Fabletown proper because they don't really want anything to do with it. So they have a couple of bars that they do hang out in. They have a couple of like places that they frequent, but it's not as if there's a big spot on the map that says henchmen here. They're just it's not a it's just not a thing that you can really pinpoint. But I mean, it is something to keep an eye out for of places of ill repute, and I think that would also remind you that Rumpelstiltskin didn't necessarily provide you a full name, but he gave you a location.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh,
Forgot
Yes.
about that.
same. Wow.
Yeah.
I said we didn't get anything. Oh,
So I think it's very possible for you to, in the morning, go and track down whatever this location could be. Because by now it's like it's pushing like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning kind of thing.
Hmm. We're all yawning. Like, this party life is definitely not for us. Definitely not even for Narissa. She's the kind of girl who, like, as soon as the curtain went down, right, like, doesn't even talk to the fans, straight to bed.
Yeah. You have all the energy in the world for the performance, but once the performance is done, it's over. So I think that's kind of a wrap for tonight, unless there was anything that you wanted to do in this space. But you're coming back in the morning, so it's like you'll be able to easily get that. So I think you all kind of head off to your own places, and I think first thing in the morning, no, as you're getting into the office, Boy Blue approaches you immediately, and he looks very worried, and he's Snow, you know the newspaper Fool's Errand? Fool's Errand is a publication that for journalistic integrity of Fables, but it's gussied up in a way to look like a lifestyle magazine for theater, because it's done by King Lear's Fool. And he presents you the morning's copy, and it's a giant picture of the crime scene with the boy who cried wolf's body blurred out on it, with a giant headline that reads, "The sheriff is the monster."
You know what I'm gonna do? As a lasting thing,
Yeah.
Narissa is going to, when nobody is watching, after the sheriff is the monster, and just like spray paint a question mark after it.
So on this publication, hitting newsstands this morning, this big statement is hitting all the Fabletown residents. A thing that you would very much like to change. And with that, I think we're going to end the session tonight. Thank you very much for coming and watching The Wolf Among Us, Sheep in Wolf's Clothing. I have been the narrator, Patrick, and I will. Oh, and I'm on Blue Sky. You can find me at Mr. Patrick Thinks, and I will pass it. Hamna.
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Hamna. I use any and all pronouns, and today I have been Saibo, who uses she, they pronouns. You can find me all over the social medias at LilithTTRPG. I am most active on Blue Sky, so that's where you probably want to be. I am also the executive director of Tender Vicious Studios, which is a multimedia production studio that makes experimental art with intent. We have a actual play audio drama podcast out right now called Laurie's House, which is a story about imperfect memory, identity, and community. If you like sad, grieving character studies with some timey-wimey stuff thrown in for good measure, you should definitely go check out Laurie's House. It's very good. And with that, I will pass things over to Tenny.
Hi, I'm Tenny. You can find me mostly on Twitch, also Blue Sky at It's Tenny, with 2 Y's at the end. Also I played Snow, both she, her. And yeah, honestly, you'll find me on Twitch quite a bit, streaming for far too long. Either horror games or more role-playing games, GTA RP, all that kinds of stuff. So come join and check out, come hang out a little bit. I'll pass it over to Gwen.
Whoa, that's me. Hi, I've been my name's Gwen. I use she, her pronouns. I've been playing Prince Lynn, who also uses she, her pronouns. You can find me at Glitchy Pixie on Blue Sky or glitchypixie.com to keep up with stuff that I do. There are things that I don't think I can talk about yet, so just be there to hear me yell about them when I can yell about them. And I'm also on Lori's house. Double the reason to listen. I'm gonna pass it over to Rand.
Hi, I'm Ran, and I have been, well, you'll find out who exactly I am next time, perhaps. You can find me on Blue Sky as Birdic Inspiration, or I am a professional GM on startplaying.games as the Lantern Keeper. Tomorrow afternoon at, I think, 1 Eastern Time, you will find me on Euphoria Twitch channel in a one-shot of Naiburu. And on Tuesday evenings, you will see me in a limited series of Girl by Moonlight at the Edge of the Abyss on streaming Rainbow. And on Thursday evenings, you'll see me in a Western game featuring Celtic and Irish Celtic monsters. Yeah, what else? Oh, and then every other Sunday, I'm in a Star Wars game that hits right before this game. So I see you there.
All good. That is us. Thank you everyone for watching. This has been so much fun, and hopefully next week at the same time, where we figure out a lot of questions about a queen and possibly storytelling press. Right. Thank you very much.